actually was sitting on it.
I'm alive. We good to go? Everyone come a little closer, please. Close, close, close. You guys can come all right in here. Just don't block the camera. All right, guys, I want to thank everyone that's here, participants and staff. We are culminating the 6th edition of CPI. This has been by far the most challenging and difficult conditions we've had in the 6 years. It was a complete grind. I don't know why things work out the way they did. We had awesome wind all week. It died for the weekend. Starting tomorrow it picks up again, but I think in the end it made it a great challenge for us paddlers. It changed the dynamic a bit. It wasn't so much about downwinding, it's just about mental fortitude and the preparation that everyone made beforehand. So I'm glad to see that every single person completed the race successfully. Everyone did a really good performance. It's really cool to see the downwind community here growing, not only in numbers, but in their athletic performance. Since last year, we had some pros that came and many started doing their professional training cycles and applying those throughout the year. They applied them to go compete in Brazil in November, and they continued training for this event a couple months later. And it definitely shows that the level of the paddlers here is growing. We're becoming a stronger community of paddlers, and that's part of what this event is all about. It's to challenge us, and I can say from my personal experience, yesterday was one of the most difficult paddles I've ever done. It was horrible, but at the same time it was amazing. That's kind of the way it goes. So thank you to all the paddlers, thank you to the staff. We have a great crew helping us out. We have some new staff. I just want to single out Pablo. He's new. He's been here with us, helping us out. He's done an amazing job. And then all the usual staff that always helps us out. We have our crew. We have the main organizer, which is Paulie. We have Eddie. We have the Padrino Tommy around here somewhere. There he is. Of course, Chrissy, myself. And then we have new staff this year as well. We have Pipe being a timer. Along with Gaia, we have Shannon, who's been helping us out for 2 years now. And Lisa has been an instrumental part of. We came on last year just to kind of like help a little bit, and we're like, no, you're part of our crew. She's phenomenal. So we have a really good crew. We hope to continue doing this every year if possible. And although we don't have the same numbers as last year, we're glad to see that we have this same core group that keeps on participating, even when things are tough. So I want to thank you all.
Also, the escort folks.
All the escorts that are always there to support us. I repeat and reiterate that without them, this would not be possible. So we have our officials that are always on the escorts, like Andy Wulacek is one of our main officials. We have Richard Tawad.
Benny.
And we have Benny back. We also have our doctor on board, Dr. Coes. He's there for the emergency. And then, of course, we want to thank our sponsors. Without them, this event wouldn't be possible. First and foremost, we have Transocean, we have Maxim, we have Magoo, we have Diablo Bait and Tackle, which is associated with Magoo. We have Revista Panorama, and one of the new sponsors, one of our main sponsors this year, and I really want to highlight these guys, is a team from Grafica Studios. These guys are not only really cool guys to work with, but they're perfectionists. They take their job very seriously, and they're doing this on a budget that normally they would not do it for, but they like this event, they want to grow this event, and we hope to keep on collaborating and growing together. So a big thanks to all these guys. These guys have really done an amazing job. This is the first live stream we do, and we hope we can continue this every year and building on it. So we also have Alonso from Helicópteros y Servicios de Panama. Alonso is there in case of any emergency. He's been with us for years. Thank God we haven't had to use his service, except for to search for, I think, Pablo one year. But other than that, he's just been there to help us out, which is a really good amenity to the event. And then we have Rehab Training Room, Poli, Kelso Events. And this year, Ana Rebecca Almanza is also sponsoring every single paddler que logró to get themselves on the podium with her services of Zen Nutrition. And then last but not least, we have Navegante TV, and we have Carefree. Carefree supported us on the side of the escorts this year with a boat and a captain. So we thank all these sponsors. We hope to continue growing our list of sponsors to grow the event. And of course, Puma. All the swag all the swag you guys are wearing is thanks to Puma. Puma has been sponsoring us for years. They're our main sponsors. And we just thank Puma and Sebastian for always being here to help us out. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into the times. We're going to start with a new category, a category we've talked about for years to try to get going, and finally we found two adventurous souls that were willing to do it. So
They have to be friends.
yeah, and they're not over. Just so you guys know, this is day 2 of their journey. The longest stretch we're going to do is tomorrow. So as they come up, I'll let Etienne explain to you guys what they're going to do tomorrow. But we have, let me see, we have Charles and Etienne, who in their velero, they did a total time of 6 hours and 27 minutes. As you saw, the conditions were just bad for us this year. They weren't that good for them either, so they came in paddling. So then you can just explain really fast to the live stream and all the people here what you guys will be doing tomorrow.
Yeah, en español, sí, en español voy a hablar en español. Bueno, hicimos 2 días, nos falta el tercer día que para nosotros va a estar el más complicado, el más aventuroso, el más largo. Mañana estaremos de las 7 de aquí, vamos hasta Otoque, son 40 millas más o menos, un poco menos. Y vamos a pasar sin parar y subimos hasta el norte, hasta Veracruz. Son aproximadamente 100 kilómetros, más o menos 100, 110. Y el viento va a estar mejor mañana y por eso que vamos a hacer eso. Y gracias a Benny que podemos hacer eso. Y así demostrar que es posible de hacer cosas en vela, de hacer eventos en comunidad entre los remadores y los navegantes. Gracias por el evento y invitarnos. Gracias. Gracias.
Now we're going to mention our short course participants. We have, with a time of 1 hour and 1 minute, to end the short course, we have Wendy Young. She's been a part of our community for a couple of years now. She's moved here from Canada, and she's been paddling with us for 2 or 3 years now. So she's very active in our community, and
Glad to be here.
yeah, thank you, Wendy. Glad to have you. In the short course, with a time of 55 minutes, 39 seconds, we have el señor Juan Posada. For those that know, el señor Juan, he has a lot of humor to the group, and he's been an active part, just helping out however he can. He's always there to lend a hand, so we always appreciate having him around. Gracias, señor Juan.
And my sons have it's their fault that I'm here, no? They start paddling and then left and let me.
Se let you continue. Okay. Now we have a 3-person team. comprised of Axel Kiluchari, Edgar Marin, and Jose Peña. I believe it's their third year paddling. Are you guys around here? Or did they take off already? I guess they took off. Does anyone want to receive the medals for them? Somebody?
Let's just go to next.
Okay.
They were coming.
Are they coming? Okay, we'll go back to them later. And then the first place, 3-person category, we have Victor Chong, Fernando Keener, and Julio Rodriguez. The total time is 6 hours, 24 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, so just so you guys know, all 3 of these gentlemen are race organizers. They not only serve with the Club de Balboas de Adremo, Creva, they also serve OCPTY. So they give a lot to this community to help it grow and to serve it. So I want to give a big round of applause to them.
Quiero robarme un momentito aquí el entrado, ¿okay? Porque como bien dicho Chris, estamos tratando de que cada año se impulse más el deporte del remo en la comunidad. Ha sido un camino bastante difícil, pero creo que año a año estamos logrando mejores cosas y creo que estamos mucho más cerca de lograr ya una entidad en la cual cubra o proteja a todos los deportes, a todas las disciplinas de remo a nivel nacional. Estamos más cerca y yo creo que este tipo de eventos tiene que volverse ya una entidad dentro de toda la organización, de todos los eventos que hacemos aquí en Panamá, año tras año, anualmente. Así que, Chris, gracias por todo. Sigue impulsando, sigue trabajando. Quiero que sepas que vamos a estar siempre aquí a tu lado, acompañándote, esforzándonos a que esto siempre siga creciendo. Y te por seguro que el otro año tendremos mejores condiciones. Esperamos que no sea difícil. Y gracias a todos ustedes por participar.
Thank you guys, man. Okay, next we have the first place in the 2-person mixed team category. We have Danielle Wilachek and Christine Spina with a total time of 6 hours, 25 minutes, 43 seconds. So this is a husband and wife team. Within the paddling community, for those that don't know, Danny is one of our top competitors. He's been that way since a very young age. He stood out. He stood out and he started representing us in the national competitions. And Christine is also a veteran she's on this race before in the mixed team 2 years ago, I believe. So they decided to go husband and wife this year, which is a very cool dynamic. Okay, next we have a 2-person male team in second place with a total time of 6 hours, 27 minutes, 43 seconds. We have 2 of our CPI organizers, part of our main organization crew, Tommy and Eddie. Tommy Morris and Eddie Golden. So Tommy and Eddie, just so you guys know, Eddie's been paddling Cayuco since
Way back when.
he actually won. He was a top paddler back in his day. He paddled a legendary boat called the Due Process, and he just continues going at it. Tommy, Cayuco, you started in 84. So these are guys that they're not only paddlers, but Tommy was part of Crema for many years. He's one of the first volunteers help organize for Creva and get Creva started.
We paddled together.
Oh yeah.
Stream.
Yeah. And then the three of us paddled 2 years together in 2005 and 6 and 7.
Yes.
6 and 7. So that's when the young one joined these guys. And that's the not so young anymore, but so yeah, big round of applause for Tommy and Eddie. Okay, let's see. All right. He overheard a conversation I was having with Fofo when Fofo dropped out, and he saw that, you know, the dilemma I was in, asked me like, hey, I really want to paddle. Let's go as a team. I've never done chasing before. And Jose's been one of our organizers that's helped us out for many years now. And that was the original plan. I was going to go in a team with Jose to supplement Fofo. But at the same time, I was feeling so good at my training this past month, I also started feeling this desire to want to go solo as well. And I knew Rolo had the desire to compete as well, so I linked them together, and then this dream team formed up, and they've done an incredible job. I think coming in 4th place overall both days as a team, which is it's awesome. It's awesome for the little bit of time that Jose's had in the boat, and Rolo's been training like a beast for a while now. So yeah, for a total time of 5 hours, 58 minutes, 51 seconds.
Picture. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Now we're starting with the OC1 solo group. All right, this paddler, starting in 7th place, this paddler, so you guys know, on Friday, he was in emergencias getting venoclisis to refuel his body because he had food poisoning that night before that morning. In that type of situation, usually you don't do this type of race, especially at the age of 56. As you can see, he has a really good physique. He's in great shape. Paolo Ferrari. And I want to mention, a lot of the paddlers here have, in the past year, have really raised their level. And I've had the pleasure of training with Paolo this past month. And the difference between Paolo a year ago and Paolo this year, it's you know, it's night and day. So he's been training like a beast all year, doing professional training plans, training with Jason. Jason kind of took him under his wing to help him out. So it's just neat to see paddlers raise their level so much in such a short amount of time. So congratulations, Paolo. You're able to do it. In 6th place, we have our newest paddler to the group. This paddler started probably about a year ago, and he impressed a lot of us with the first race he did in Toboga. No one expected it, and from right there, I think he caught the bug. He's like, you know what, this is for me. And he's also been training like a beast, been very, very disciplined. He's always there putting in 20K, 30K, and it shows with his performance today. And yesterday, with the conditions that we had, most people wouldn't complete that their first time around. So Gabriel Fung in 6th place with a time of 6 hours, 16 minutes, 15 seconds. As you can tell, he's a CrossFitter, but he's crossing over to becoming a paddler.
Yeah, from 20 minutes to 3 hours of training now.
So Gabriel Fung, 6th place, 6 hours, 16 minutes. Good job, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. In 5th place, we have one of our OGs of CPI. He's been there since year number 1. The difference is this year, he changed. Finally, I was hoping this would happen a long time ago. He changed from Surfski to OC1. We have in 5th place Sebastián Arce with a time of 6 hours, 9 minutes, 53 seconds. Good job, brother. Okay. In 4th place, we have someone that everyone here knows. He's an instrumental part of the community and coaching. Now he's the president of OCPTY, and he's actually one of the champions of this race before. We have in 4th place, Juan Carlos Cedeño. Juanca breaking the 6-hour mark with a time of 5 hours, 58 minutes, 29 seconds.
Bueno, ya este es el 6º año también aquí con el evento y definitivamente que esto va a ser uno que va a recordar bastante por el tema de las condiciones, pero se aprende mucho también. Todos los años que uno viene se aprende algo nuevo y lo más importante es que todos terminaron, así que y que se hizo el evento un año más y el trabajo que se viene haciendo es importante porque estamos buscando que la comunidad crezca y el deporte crezca. Entonces estos son los eventos que pues son la semilla para los que vienen después y para nosotros es importante estar aquí para las futuras generaciones, tratar de dejar pues nuestro granito de arena dentro de la comunidad. Así que felicidades al evento, gracias a todos los organizadores, a todos los que han hecho muchos trabajos que no se ven, a toda la buena voluntad que hace que estos eventos sean y terminen como el día de hoy. Así que gracias a todos.
Okay, in 3rd place we have our token international paddler. King, come forward. Okay guys, so King came in his community about 3 years ago. King is traditionally a C1 paddler, you know those funky paddlers that paddle on their knee like that? But he's competed on a national level at a very young age, and it shows. He knows how to train, he knows professional training plans, he's very disciplined, and this has been one of the hardest working guys out here. And I'm sure his wife and his family can attest to that, the sacrifice that it takes to put that amount of training in. And it is super cool to see how he's come in, and he's been able to place himself here on the podium today. Last year you got 4th place overall, I believe. So he's bumping it up. Okay, 5th place. Well, you jumped from 5th place to 3rd place. So, amazing job, King.
Dos medallas in Panamericano.
Our token Canadian also brought medals for Panama in the Panamericano. So he pretended to be a Panamanian and helped us get a couple medals. So we thank you, King.
Dos tablas.
And unfortunately, Keen and Kim and the family will be leaving in this summer, so we hope that we can work something out, maybe make some training programs, or they can bring paddlers from Canada. We can go visit them over there. But they've definitely been amazing, and we love to have you as part of this community. So we'll definitely miss having you here next year. But you'll probably fly in knowing you, and you'll probably compete anywhere. Yeah, stay there.
But only for the total day, not individual days. Right?
Not yet. Whoa, you're there, you're there. That's your spot.
Oh, we're not crazy.
Okay. This is awkward. In 2nd place, I have to announce myself. All right. Guys, this is going to be very improvised, and it's going to be very personal. I'm going to try not to. All right. The past year and a half have been, let's say, the worst and the best of my life. Getting 2 surgeries in the span of 8 months, feeling completely impotente, but then having my baby born and not being able to hold her for another 6 months, not being able to help take care of her. Extremely difficult. Yeah, sí. Bueno, aquí viene otro, pero at least I'll be ready to help out with this one.
That you could do, right?
That I could do. But I've had a lot of help along the way with family, and I want to mention someone in particular. I want to mention Yvonne, also Paulie. I know she's still around. Paulie helped with my initial process, helped diagnosing my issue with my shoulder, helped recommending the doctor. And 9 months ago, I had shoulder surgery. And Yvonne was very instrumental in that process. And it was very painful. He made me cry a lot. He knew he could push me. I know Yvonne from our competing in sub days. And I only want to thank Yvonne. I want to thank my family for the sacrifices of having put up to me. I was actually not a pleasant person to be around during this period of time. But I also want to mention, first and foremost, that I feel like God has really helped me through this process. And I would have never, ever expected to be on this podium or even to be competing solo. I thought this process of recovery might take about 2 years. It was very complicated. The shoulder was freezing up again. They wanted to do a second surgery. And I want to share this just because I think it's important. After about 4 months of rehab, I had a friend pray over my shoulder. And we both felt heat on it at that moment. And I don't know if Yvonne can attest to this, but after that moment, within the next week of physical therapy, it became very accelerated. Over the next month after that, I just started improving dramatically. And even the past month, I have literally maybe 5 weeks in the canoe. My first week, it still felt, resentido. I was not expecting to do this solo. I was hoping to be able to do it in a team. So it's something that I've been kind of seeing as I go with every single practice I do with the boys. I just feel that it's impossible. It's been a miracle to be doing what I do in practice. That gave me the confidence to try to do this solo. So I want to thank my family again. I want to thank Yvonne, and I want to thank God first and foremost, because I feel like this is a miracle, and I want to give him all the credit and all the glory. Second or third?
Mealy, we're going to be holding baby girls up here. Come on.
Okay, and in first place overall, fighting his title from last year, Mr. Jason Tovar.
Vaya Jason!
Eso no después. Ok, ahí puedes decir unas palabras, pero la foto rapidito ahí. Sonríe acá.
Gorda.
Toma la foto.
Mami.
Ah, ya, la futura. La futura.
Baby.
Mira, mira, mira.
Mami.
Jason, no tengo voz, así que tú puedes decir una palabra con experiencia el día de hoy.
Bueno, fue una carrera difícil. Gracias a Dios todas las completamos y bueno, tremenda competencia con Kini, con Quest y fuerte. Ya todo el mundo te escuchó.
Oigan, vean para los que están, pues vamos a tomar una foto de grupo rapidito. Vengan para acá. Vengan para acá, una foto, rápido, rápido, rápido. Moviéndose, Gabriel. Cristín. Tommy. Vengan, vengan, todos. Están por ahí.
Y también tenemos un tema.
Vamos, Rolo.
Todo el mundo para la foto. Ah, no voy.
Vamos, vamos.
Tono de voz que tienen
Guapos,
ustedes.
guapos y guapas. Vamos, vamos.
Pero no se pueden estar a los lados.
O sea, un poquito más añuñado.
¡Júntense, júntense!
Métanse, métanse, todos los que están ahí. Oigan, todos los que tienen camisa, por favor, métanse, por favor. Isa, Sharon, todos, vengan, vengan.
Vamos.
Si tuvieron aquí familia, cosa, bebé, lo que sea, vengan, vengan.
Nicole.
Rápido, 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 rápido.
Carson, Morgan,
Y será.
Madison, everybody.
Sí, porque nadie lo toma. Tómalo tú.
Annie, Annie. Quick.
Tómalo. Agárrate. Oh.
Stay there.
That's a wrap, guys. Thank you.
For Annie.
Pero ven para acá que